Hello, and welcome to video 5, step 5 of the change cycle. Now, this is one of the sneakiest steps within the change cycle, and it's called amnesia. This is where your brain starts playing tricks on you, making the old situation seem way better than it really was. It's like selective memory, which gets flipped, and suddenly you've forgotten why you wanted to leave in the first place, or why you wanted to change jobs, or why you wanted to do something different and change. So here's how it works. Okay. You've made the brave choice to leave, like that relationship, that job, or habits that you've been doing that you don't want to do anymore. But before long, fear kicks in, right? We talked about the fear coming up. And it's that special kind of fear, the fear of the unknown. So your mind decides, wait. Maybe it wasn't so bad, right? Maybe I'm just being too sensitive or overreacting. You start romanticizing the very thing you were desperate to escape from. So change feels hard, and your brain is like, look, you already know how to handle that situation. Maybe we don't need to go into this whole change thing, into this whole uncertainty thing. So your brain starts forgetting all of the reasons why you left in the first place. And oftentimes I see people romanticizing, like we talked about, tidbits, just enough to keep the thought like maybe it wasn't that bad, right? And I remember in my own life, like a few weeks after my own breakup, when I suddenly found myself thinking, well, he was a nice guy, and he took me out to dinner a lot, right? And maybe those arguments weren't that bad. Maybe we could have worked it out if we just went to counseling, or if we just communicated better. And we are conveniently forgetting the fact that I was forgetting the fact that I felt emotionally drained for months, and that our conversations felt more like rehearsed arguments on repeat, right? And I'd gotten so used to the back and forth, the staying, the leaving, that it almost felt comfortable. So, amnesia, this step of the change cycle, makes you forget the tough moments. It glosses over the nights that you spent in tears, the anxiety that you felt before an argument, um, the walking on eggshells, right? Or the dissatisfaction at work of being disrespected or not heard. Um, and your mind remembers the occasional good days, right? And the stability of just having someone around, or having that job, or having that habit around, right? It's like maybe it wasn't that bad being with someone who didn't listen to me half the time. At least I didn't have to spend weekends alone, right? But the reality is, you wanted to leave for a reason, right? You wanted to change for a reason, probably several good reasons. So your brain, this amnesia step, pulls this trick because change is uncomfortable. This is why it's happening. The unknown is scary, and it's easier to settle back into what's familiar than to push through the hard parts of growth. Okay. So amnesia sets in, and suddenly your old life, that relationship that wasn't working, starts looking safe and cozy again. So I want you to know that amnesia is just part of the process of the change cycle. It's your brain trying to keep you in the comfort zone. But instead of letting it take over, right? Instead of letting it take over, try to ground yourself in why you made the decision to begin with, right? Write down those reasons if you need to. I would recommend to actually write them down. And hey, if you're experiencing this right now where you're like, Why did I actually leave? I don't think it was that bad. Share it right now with us because we all need to support each other during this step because it can be quite difficult, right? So I'd love to hear what amnesia is making you second guess, and let's support each other, okay? And hold on for the next video on the change cycle. This step can definitely lead you back to an undesirable situation if you don't recognize what it is and how it is trying to trick you into going backwards. So like, subscribe, give your comments, and I'll see you on the next video.